Hey, and welcome back to Duck Solid Gaming and Transport Fever 2. Yes, we are in another series for Transport Fever 2, and this time we are going to make America great again. Okay, I'm not going to do any quips like was it ever great before or anything else like that. I'm not going to do any Trumpisms, nothing like that. No political stuff, but I just thought the catch cry was fine. All right, yes, we are back. So we are playing Transport Fever 2. With American settings, so we're using American vehicles, rolling stock, all that sort of stuff. We have downloaded a few mods off the workshop to utilize. We've set up our map in the dry scenario type thing with mesas and all that sort of stuff, or messes. I don't know how you Americans pronounce that up, but anyway, I'll butcher whatever I like. And we've set up just with the basic settings. It is in sandbox mode, so if we wish, we can basically write our own checks. We can change the money if we wish to or whatever else. Generally, I'm going to try not to. We are going to try and play this as straight as we can. But if we do happen to go close to broke, I can bring us out with an anonymous, influential magnate or two. Anyway, all right, let's get into it. So we've got our map, like I said here before. And as you can see, we've got some typical American town and city names. We've got Memphis, we've got Centennial, Evansville, Midland, Cincinnati, Wilmington, Charleston, Tacoma. Over here we've got Bridgeport, Surprise, Frisco, Abilene, Fort Collins, Madison, Lancaster, Fresno, Erie. What else we got over here? Fort Lauderdale, Norwalk, Miramar, West Covina, Evansville. All right, there we go. So anyway, so we've got the map set up, all that sort of stuff, and we've already pre-planned where we're going to actually start up, and it's actually going to be up in this corner here. So I'm going to concentrate myself initially around Jacksonville, Louisville, and Tacoma. Okay, so let's get in and have a look and see what we're going to do. So firstly, let's look at the industries around here so we can work out what we're going to do. So up here around Louisville and near Jacksonville, we have, as you can see straight away, 3 farms. Excellent. And then we also have a food processing plant. That's good too. The good part about next to, and this hasn't been edited, like the industries that are in where the map is generated. So the good thing about the food processing plant is both Louisville and Jacksonville have a demand for food. So that's good. That'll help grow the city. Excellent. Happy with that. So the next thing, as we come down here a little bit further, we've also got timber here and here, and that'll go over here to the sawmill, produce lumber. But we've got nothing nearby here that uses the lumber. So we have to travel a bit further afield down here to make tools. But once we come down here and make tools, the tools are used in Tacoma and Midland. Bonus. Excellent. All right, happy with that. And also over there at Evansville, as you can see, and Gilbert down here. So that's nice and co-located around the area we're going to need it. Now, you also notice we've got a lot of oil wells. In fact, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in close proximity. We've got one up there. But next to all these oil wells, we have a refinery and also a fuel refinery. And up here, we also have the same. We have a refinery and a fuel refinery. So that gives us a lot of good starting industry. Obviously, because we've got the 4 cities here, we're going to utilize Jackson, Louisville, Tacoma, and Midland. Now, Tacoma and Midland both take fuel refinery products, so fuel. And they also take the tools. So it's obviously in our best interest to get all this up and running. So, but what I'm going to start on first, I think I'm going to start down here. I'm going to do the oil to produce, the raw unrefined oil to refined oil to fuel, then to Tacoma and Midlands. We're then going to do the timber to lumber and the lumber to tools. And then that's going to go to Midland and Tacoma. So that's the initial plan. Right, let's see if we can get this done. So I'm going to leave the game on pause for the moment, and we're just going to start setting up. Now, I'm going to set up one set of industries at a time, and I'm going to do it as efficiently as I possibly can. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start down here. The first part of the chain is going to be down here. So I'm going to grab my buildings, and I'm going to grab a standard small length freight station in here. I'm going to make it two tracks straight off the bat, and we're going to put that in there like that. Excellent. Then I'm going to want to have oil coming in there. And I think at the moment I'm just going to do the first 2. The reason I'm going to do the first 2 is over here I want to have I'm going to put a separate freight and passenger station into most of these towns. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put, no, I'm going to delete that. And then we're going to put it in a bit closer. We're going to put that in there like this. Right, like that. Now, just to make sure I don't get built out, I'm going to grab my truck station. I'm going to put truck station just in here so I can distribute goods. Not necessarily straight away, but for later as we expand, we're going to have to come up here as well. Okay, that's in place. So I've got that. Now, I'm also going to need to get my oil, so I'm going to have to come over here and get oil. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly put in terminus station on this side. In an M to rotate. We're going to put that in there like that. Nice and simple. And then I'm going to put one up here as well. Now, this one's going to be a through station because what I want to do is I want to have this line going up through here, and I'm going to run up to these three up here and join them all together. But for the meantime, I'm only going to put in single platform, and we can expand that as we expand the area. I'm not going to expand out too much because that obviously increases our expenses. Right, so that's that done. Now let's very quickly get this sorted out. So I'm going to want run from there over to there, from there. Oh, then I want this one as well. Sorry, so we're going to put this one in. Now, what am I going to do with this one? It's going to come from the refinery to the fuel refinery, and then it's going to go out. So this one, yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it in that orientation. I'm going to have, yeah, my one's fine. I'm going to have one. Like that. Excellent. Right. Now, all we need to do is crisscross in. So, very simply, I'm going to grab my track. I'm going to set this up. I've got my parallel lines coming out. I'll put my crossover so I can use either platform. It's very important. There we go, like that. No need for slip. And then we're going to do that. Same in here. Come out, straight out, like that. It'd be nice. One of the things I'd like to see in Transport Fever is the ability to do like blueprints. So I could actually set this up as a blueprint, for instance, and go, right, save that as a blueprint. And I can come in here and select that and just build it. Like have that set as a standard length, or even if you can change the length of it, that'd be fine. And do that sort of stuff and set up like different points and configurations. That would be fantastic. A lovely add-on. All right. Anyway, shut up, duck. Let's build. Right. So this over to there, like that. Simple. This one over to there. Now that's put a tunnel in, hasn't it? So that's quite expensive. You know what? I don't care. We're just going to take it. Done. Right. Now, that's sorted that out. Now what we also need to do is sort out where we're going to go as well. Now I need to come down this way, and I need to come back in that way. So for this one here, what we're going to do is for the moment, actually no, I won't. I'm going to bring the tracks out here. I'm going to parallel the station, like so. And then once we expand the station, that means that we'll be pretty much co-located where we need to be for that line. Like that. Now that will need to be a slip switch. So the slip switch, if you haven't seen my other episodes or any other videos, so the slip switch provides us the normal function of a diamond crossing like this one here, where, so a train coming down on this line, for instance, assuming we're going left to right on the bottom, right to left to left on the bottom, left to right on the top. Train coming down this way can go straight ahead into this lower platform, or it can go across through the crossing, the crossing there, and head up to the top platform. Once we put a double, and that's all they can do. That's the only way they've got functionality. If I put a double slip switch in, however, if it really thought it was necessary, the train can come up through here, come up here, and then turn back down in here and go this way. So you've got the option to go not just through the crossing itself. Okay. So it just provides a little bit of extra flexibility, which you'll see in here, for instance. So instead of having a separate, if I just left that as a straight crossing, if I've got one-way vessel or trains coming this way, they can't go up on this slip here. They can only go that way. And vice versa, if they're coming down this line here, they can't go that way either, but that's fine. They're forced that way. Whereas if I put a slip in, so now the trains can go down this way and across into here, which is fine, but they can also come from here and then turn through this slip. and come down through here. Okay, so that's what that provides us. So over through here, because I'm only going to have one train at the moment, I'm not going to expand too quickly, which tends to be my problem quite regularly. I'm just going to bring that out to there like that, and we are just going to bring that into there like that. Now that's not ideal either. It's not too bad actually, but that'll do. There we go. So we've got one oil well, we've got the town, we've got the oil refinery. All I need to do is tie this one in now. So quite simply, we come down through here again. I'll go straight for a little section there. Now, again, I'm going to come out from the tunnel, and we're just going to, I'm just going to make that level for the moment, so it makes it easier. We don't have to worry about doing anything stupid with crossovers in here, so I'm just going to do that. That's got that sorted, and then my other one is going to be from here. And again, similarly, we come across and out. And the reason I give a good angle of approach through the crossing is to make sure that when we do come in here and we select our crossing, we can do a double slip switch, because it sometimes can be a little bit more difficult. Now, the other thing is too, I've never, well, actually, I think I can from here, can't I? No, maybe not. I've got to find the way that I can actually use a filter or something so I can actually see. So unless I have the train thing activated, I can't see where my slip is. Then once I take that off to click on the slip, I lose it. So I've got to find it by guesswork effectively. Anyway, all right, that's my bitch about that. If someone knows how to do that, then please let me know. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab this, I'm going to bring this up into the station, then like that. Too much slope. Okay, I bring that down. Why is it too much slope? It's not that deep, I thought. Obviously, it is pretty deep. Okay. All right, that's a bit problematic. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do this instead. Let's have a play around with this. So we're going to bring this up. Tight turn, but I'm only going to bring it up very shallow. Bring it around again. Like that. There we go. Now we've brought that up, so that's fine. Okay. So track then continues from there. We'll bring that across to, where are we? There we are. Like that. Okay, now similarly, I'm going to do exactly the same thing from here. Come round. Again, we're going to lower this. So basically what you do with this button over here, this is actually where you change your levels. So you can make it a very steep slope, or you can make it a shallow slope, or make it go level, or vice versa go down, downward slope. So I want to just make a slight slope there like that. You know, yes to that. Again, we're going to curl around like that. We're going to come through up to here. And now that's all good. Now, excellent. It is a very tight curve. I'm aware of that. That's not ideal. However, it's just what we're going to do for now. I may rework this a little bit later. All right. So let's get that going. So I can at least get this started now if I want to. So we can set up our lines. So I'm going to have a new line going from my refinery here. Sorry, from my oil well here over to my oil refinery. That's done. I'm then going to have a route that goes from my oil refinery to my fuel refinery. I'm then going to have a route that goes from my fuel refinery to Tacoma. Okay, so we've got the whole end product. So we're going raw product, refined product 1, refined product 2 to the final product, and off for delivery. Okay, excellent. All right, now what we also need to do is put a depot in so we can actually have some rolling stock. So I'm just thinking where I'm best to put that. Maybe best to have it down in here so I can get access to both of these, both the lines and all the stops on it so far. So I'm going to come off fairly angled approach. Like that. I'm going to put in my depot. So here we have the depot. All right, down like that. Just put that in. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be finessed too much. There's no real need for any certain orientation or anything. Do that like that. There we go. Now we're going to put some signals in. Now I've got signals of either one way or or not anyway. So basically with a one-way, if I put that in there, the trains will only ever go that way. If I say no to one-way signal, what it means is the signal there will control and stop any rail traffic going out on these rails that way if there's anything else on the rails down through here. However, it doesn't stop traffic coming back up this way back into the depot. Whereas if I put a one-way there and set that to yes, I can still go down, waiting for traffic through here, but then a train couldn't come back up into the depot that way. So we'd have to provide another alternate means to get back to the depot. All right, but anyway, that's that done. Excellent. All right. What we might do is I might just set up, what I'm not going to do, we'll see where it comes out. I'm actually going to break this line here out underneath. I do like the fact that we're underground, but it is more expensive to deal with everything. But again, I'm going to go down there like that. And I'm going to put a parallel line through there like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up. So I don't want to have issues with that. The land's come down a bit there. So this is where it becomes a bit more difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that road out there like that. It's got an alert because it's saying that the two cities aren't joined by a road. Well, the two townships. They're not truly cities yet, are they? Right, so we're going to come up. I think we will come up at a slower angle of approach. I don't really want to have it too steep. Up through there. Bring the other one up as well. Now we've got the train line through there. What I can do, I might have to back this off a little bit more. We'll just see. I can go down here, select my roads, join that and that. Whoops. Not what I want to do. Join that and that up. But there we go. I don't really want my my pillars of the bridge on the actual rail line, but that's done that. Okay, so we'll do that. All right, so that means the traffic can go back through there again. All right, we're going to come back up here. Now, again, I want to get this in here. Need to have a bit of straight line through here so I can, again, sort out for future expansion. So I'm going to do that. What we're also going to do is and delete the road through there. Now, I don't need to have a road going in here, so I'm coming in via rail. So I'm going to leave that deleted for now. I may put it back in later for whatever reason. But for now, actually, what am I doing? I only need a single line coming up here. I'm going to put a single line there. And this is great. It's going to be merge. Thank you, like that. And the rest of you can come up here like this. Excellent. Right, so that's now ready to go as well. Now, again, signals. We need to put some signals in here to manage the traffic flow. We're going to have a single way rail line. So we're going to grab our signals, yes to one way. Now, I'm going to manage it this way. So the bottom line, as we look at it, is going to go left, right, and the top line is going to go right, left. So we're going to put one here, just in case there's a train coming through this junction. And we're going to put one down here, same again for that junction. I'll put one there for that junction, and then that covers off if anything's coming through in here in this area. Now, the other thing we need to do is, I've got that one there. That's a slip switch. That one there isn't shallow enough. Isn't shallow enough. I said the first time. So we're going to get another rail line. I'm going to come back all the way up to here. See if we can make that better. There we go. So now I can put the slip switch in. So now the difference is he can go back out to that line. So with this being one way, right? So that rail line's going to go that way there. Without the slip switch, I can't go out in that direction to that station for any line that goes that way. I'm forced to go up through there, which goes into a one-way signal, which means it won't let it pass. All right. Anyway, that's it. That's that done. So have a look at our routes. We've got our routes set up now. For there. I just need to set up one more route now from this oil well to the refinery, like that. Excellent. That's done. Now, I do want to come down here as well. I want to sort out my station. So these are my lines coming into my station. So line 1, 2, and 4 are all coming into this station here as it is. So what I want to do now is I want to configure those and make sure that line 1, so the two lines that are coming into the oil well from the oil wells share the same platform. they're going to go into 1. So that's going to be 1. And the other one is going to be line 4. Okay, that shares that one as well. Excellent. And then line 2 is on that one. I did that automatically, which was good. All right. That's all set up. Let's go and get some trains running before we lose all our time. Right, buy vehicles. So this is our buy vehicles window. As you can see, we've got a number of American steam trains here. We've got the American 440, we've got the Baldwin, we've got the Mogul, we've got a 10-wheeler. We've then got some of our rolling stock. So I can break this down and just look at the locomotive, steam, electric, diesel breakdown, passenger, cargo, and then multiple units for later on. So for steam, now you'll notice that each engine progressively gets dearer and it becomes a lot more expensive to run per year. So for the moment, we're going to go with a nice stock standard 440. So I'm going to add one of them. Now we've got 1, 2, 3 lines there. Plus we've got a line from the fuel refinery to the town. So we've got 4 trains we need to build. So we come down here, we select 4. Now the cost here is going to be how much it's going to cost us to build 4 trains. So we've got 4 locos now. So it's going to cost us 1.4 million. No worries. Cargo, right. We're dealing all with fuel and oil. So we can do crude oil, refined oil, and fuel in that tank car. And then further in here, we also have another tank car, same cargo type. The difference being, this one goes 80 kilometers an hour and will hold a capacity of 12, but it's $280,000 to buy, $46,000 a year. We can get this one, which is less than half the price, less than half the maintenance, and it's not less than half of the capacity. So it actually works out better for us to do this one. Now, what I'm going to do is, I was going to think about color, but I'm not going to. So all I'm going to do is going to add these in. And as you can see, the price goes up pretty quickly because we're making 4 trains. So I'm going to bring them up to there. So each train has a capacity of 77 units of freight, and they will all come out and we'll put all of them to each of these lines. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to buy that, 5.9 million. Thank you. Right, so back here on the vehicle manager, the trains are all here. These are in the depot. So now what I do is I select the train, tell what line I want. So that's now line 1, and it disappears from here because it's now in line 1. So I go back to the depot. You're going to go line 2. Nice and simple. Whoops. You're going to go line 4, and you're going to go line 3. Right, now each train line has its own dedicated train. Excellent. That's exactly what we want. All right, so that should have all that sorted. Now what we need to do is we need to start getting our cities working. Now, we've got Tacoma there. It's going to have its stuff going. We've got Midland over here as well. Now, I'm thinking getting Midland going sooner rather than later would be good as well. So what we may do, where are we? We're over here. My freight is all over here. I might put a freight station in here. I'm not going to have enough money to do that. What we're going to do, though, we're going to start setting up my passenger network as well. So what I'm going to do is over in here, I'm going to put a road in here. That's where I'm going to have my passengers on this side here. Passenger station is going to go there. Then I'm going to put passenger station somewhere over here and all that sort of stuff. But I want to get this sort of running with some passengers. So I haven't got enough money. So I am going to have to increase my loan. So let's increase that. Give ourselves another 7 million. Right. Let's that's a loan, by the way. We haven't cheated that in. That's a definite loan we have to pay back. So in here, we're now going to put in a passenger station. And again, I'm going to use 3 stations because passenger stations will tend to be more often than not a through station, and especially here in this location it will be. I'm going to make them, what's 320 meters? 184,000 as opposed to, it's double, isn't it, for double the size. I'm going to do it anyway. All right. I am going to have 2, that's 347,000 for our train station. There we go. So Tacoma now has a passenger station. Excellent. Now, the residential area is on this side as well. So again, what I'm going to do to help facilitate that is I'm going to delete all that. I'm going to delete that. All right. Minor roadworks to facilitate a need, which will be returned back to normal in a minute. All right, so we're going to put that one there like that. Now, Okay, that's done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put the tracks in and extend out to here. Straight out to here. Do the same here. You'll see the method to my madness. Sometimes method to my madness. All right, so they're like that. Now, I'm going to grab my road building tool. And because it's country road, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it on rounded roads. And I'm going to come into there like that. Yeah, that'll suffice. And I'm going to make that elevated like that. Not really necessary to do that much, I guess. Well, in fact, because cost is going to drive us down. So let's just bring that into, say, there. I'll bring that across to there a little bit as well. There we go. And then we'll bring that across. And then we'll raise that up. There we go. Give it. Yeah, that's clear. That's fair enough. It's only for cars and that, so it doesn't really matter too much. It'll be fine. They'll be okay. All right. Over here, we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to bring a road down to there like that. Then we're going to join those two up there like that. And again, we're going to elevate it. Probably not. No, I'm not. Don't like that. I'm going to bring that into there like that. And then we'll elevate it. Let's see if that's a bit better. It is a bit better, but we've got pylons there. I really don't like it doing that, but anyway. It's not perfect sometimes the way the game actually does that, but it is what it is. That's close enough for now. All right, so we've got that in there now too. So we've got that. I just need to join these two up. You know, the simplest thing for the passengers would be to simply have them as a separate line, and we can do that. So, I don't want a road there. I want wrong one, wrong track. We're going to bring that out to there. That out to there. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring that around here. I think that should suffice. Now, the difference with the rail as opposed to the road, it's not doing that for me. You have to raise it as you are building it. Like you can't, with the road, I can lay it out and then set it to be built at a level. A bit different with the train. So I'm going to go to that level there. Then we're going to come across. I'm going to come across that road as well in case I want to leave that there. But I want to level that out. And see, leveling, because of the lay of the land, it's not going to like that. So we'll pull that back until it does like it. There. And then again, we're going to delete this road because it's not needed. Delete all of it. And then we'll come back in and continue on with our rail line through to there. And then it's going to come up all the way. Like that. And then we'll put the second part of that in as well. All right, so notice when I'm doing the parallel lines, it does snap if you bring it in close to the location. As long as they've been parallel at the start point, you'll generally have not too much of an issue in fixing that up. So I'm going to put these in here like this. There we go, done. And then I'm going to put that in there like that as well. Done and done. Okay, so now we've got the passengers located over there, which is excellent. All right, I know we're getting close to time. This one I'm going to keep to a strict 45 minutes, no more, no less. Well, it'll be possibly more and less, but you know what I mean. So in here, I'm going to put my bus terminus. I've got to get some transportation happening in here, and I'm going to put my waypoints in for my buses. I'm going to put there, there and there. Put one in the middle there. I'm going to put one. Like that. Now, because of the fact I know where I think this is going to end up going, I'm going to put this out to here like that. And like that. And to help promote growth, hopefully, I'm going to put this over to, what have I got there? There. Yeah, I'm going to put it like that. All right. So there's my bus stations. So what I'm going to do now is to put a bus route in. I'm going to put 2 bus routes in. I'm going to go one that goes around this way. There we go. I'm going to have another new line that goes from there. You can go to there. You go there and there. There we go. All right. I expect that should get a bit of growth in here, hopefully. So that's that done. We need now to have a road depot. So I'm going to go road depot here. Down here with the noisy part of the township, so the freight area. We go like that. And we should be good there. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go, I'll set up the name of the routes later. I'm just going to get this going because I do want to turn it on and start looking at seeing what we're going to do. So I'm going to buy vehicles here. I'm going to buy, so passenger. So the passenger options we have for, what are we in? We're in 1900. We started a little bit later. I think I set it to start 1900. In fact, I'm sure I did. So we're a little bit, a couple of years ahead of where we would have started normally. So we've got a horse-drawn carriage, we've got an American stagecoach, or we've got a Mack. Looking at the pricing, I think we'll go with the American stagecoach. I think that's a traditional type thing to start with. So I'm going to put 10 stagecoaches in here. And again, in the vehicle manager, we have 10. So I'm going to go select 5 of them now. It tells me I've selected 5 here. I'm going to go there, new line 5. The rest of them, I'm just going to go new line 6. And there we go. So I've now got buses in the depot queued up, ready to do the bus route. Excellent. All right. Got to do the same over here with Midland, but I've also got to put a depot in and get trains running. So I am going to put a separate depot in for this because I'm not going to fart ass about with connecting all this in yet. So I'm going to go buildings, depot, rotate that round. There we go. That'll do. And then for tracks, we're just going to bring this off about there. Again, keeping it relatively shallow initially, like that. Coming out again. I mean, you don't have to keep it as shallow as what I would do sometimes or most times. You can do it wherever you like, but you just got to be aware of the fact that the approach speeds will be less because the speed going through a tighter radii or radii through these areas through here will actually slow the train down, which then means it may impact on other traffic that's coming through on the rail line. You just have to be aware of that. Signals, again, I'm going to put no for, these are not one-way only, but they do need to stop traffic going onto the main lines. And then I'm going to put my one-way in here. Again, I've got to keep it to the same way as what I've done with the freight. Otherwise, there'll be collisions when we do join things up. That's going to be one way there, one way there, one way there. These aren't true freight or express lines here, so they don't necessarily have right away. But if you've got a train in here, it also means they'll stop closer up here instead of stopping way back here as well. All right, that's all done. Now, I do tend to put these in here just because I found that it helps the system work a little bit better. That's done. And I'm going to put that there like that. And there like that. All right, now, in here, though, we do have prior to coming in to make sure that stays clear. I do put a couple in through here. I won't put so many. There's not going to be so many trains on here. I can add these in later when we have more trains running. Okay, did I put that one in the right way? Yep. Right, that should be sufficient, and that gets that going. So now what we need a route, new line, Tacoma to Midland, done. Right. Now in here, we're going to come and select a train, buy vehicles, steam. Now I think we might go the more expensive mogul because it's quicker. And we want to get the passengers to and from in a quicker time. So I'm going to go add mogul. And I'm only going to put one. Oh, let's experiment. Oh, no. I didn't want to do that. Okay. Let's... Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this way. So it shows you a different way of how we deal with things. So I'm going to now put my passengers on here. Now, let's have a look at the mogul. The mogul's top speed is 75 kilometers an hour. Our passenger wagons, we've got one that'll do 80, one that'll do 110. Now, this is better, obviously, for expansion because it means as we get faster trains, this will be okay. 30-year lifespan though, 30-year lifespan, that's okay. 2 times loading speed, 2 times loading speed. Emission, it's not as much emission. And it has, this one carries 4. Okay, what's the difference in the price? 373. That one there is double the price though, and only gives us 4 extra passengers, and it gives us high speed, but the speed we won't reach with the train anyway. So it means we're going to go with these. And I think we'll go 96. That's 3 million for one train. Okay. So we're going to do that. We're going to buy that train. So that's just for the, yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Oh, I've stuffed that up. All right. So we got that one. And this one here, I'm now going to go and edit that one. Right, there we go. And I'm just going to add them into there. Was it 6 or 7? 6. Get rid of that. That's 2.2 million. All right. So I need a bit of extra cash. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that and that. So one can be just a lower capacity, and we'll fix it up later on. Modify, and that's done. Okay. Well, in fact, what we could do even better is I can go in here, take these trains back into here and modify it, and I can actually take one carriage and move it up to the other train. So now I've balanced the trains, you see? That doesn't cost you anything. You're just shuffling rolling stock between the trains. Modify that. Done, done. Now, let's press fast forward play or fast play, and let's see what happens. Let's have a bit of a look-see. Got no red alarms up here, so everything should start, hopefully, coming out. I'm a little bit worried that these guys aren't coming out. Train's coming out over here, which is fine. There's our first freight trains. They're heading over and out, so that's good. Now, what we should start to see as well is the demand shows up at the different areas to say, okay, so up here there's demand for the oil, so it's being put on the station platform. Down here there's no demand here as yet, but we can fix that in a minute. Demand over here. So you'll start to see this will all bank up, and this will show demand once it actually starts getting goods coming in. Worry about my passenger trains though. They've not come out. I signed them to a line. I don't think I signed them to a line yet, did I? No, I didn't. Now they'll come out. Right. Well done, Duck. There we go. All right. They're coming out. Let's take a look at this train route. See how we go. All right, here we go. First stop, Tacoma branch. And off we go. We're going to head back out now over to the other destination and the other train there. So it's waiting for us to clear the area from that signal, as you can see. Right now it knows it's safe, so now we're going to continue on. And we're going to head up on this. What I normally create is roller coasters in Transport Fever 2. I go all over the shop, up, down, left and right. Sometimes my track laying skills are pretty much non-existent because it is exactly as if you went to Six Flags or something like that. All right, coming through under the big automotive bridge that we put in. It's got a couple of gaps here, I just noticed on the pillars. All right. There we go, done. Now we've got 11 passengers on it now going back this way. So that's excellent. That's passengers. There you go. So now we've got our first lot of passengers from here, which is good. Now I have to set up buses over in Midland as well. So that's good. We're already at -1 million. Right, so costs are going to come in very, very quickly. So hopefully, though, these guys here will start making us some money. So with this train here, he's made us 276,000 already. Okay, so this is the important part. We need to make sure that we're getting our money through here. Now, this guy here, he hasn't got anything going in. Why are you going that way? Oh, it's okay. You're on line 2. That's fine. He hasn't got a load yet because our refinery has only just started spitting out. Now it's got its first load. So now you can see here, production is the same as what the shipment was coming in. So our suppliers, Tacoma Oil Well, 203, Oil Well 2, 198. And we've had one lot of transport from that one. That's why transport's 75%. Oil Well 2, we haven't had a delivery yet. That should change pretty soon, I would expect. All right, but it's just producing, so it's now got no. It's got one stored. That's it. There goes our passenger train over here. Let's see, you got on him. You got no passengers. Okay. This guy here. There you go, another load now. So in here, we're increasing our production. You see here. Now, once we get to the level up here, the production, shipment, and transport nice and high will automatically level up. Now, leveling up gives us higher output and all that sort of stuff as well. So it is good to get these leveled up, but it does take a little bit of time sometimes. So now on the platform, whoops, didn't want to do that. On the platform, we now have 63, 64. So it's counting up, sitting here waiting to be delivered. This one here. So this one here will be taking the refined oil. Here we go. Loading up with the refined oil. 76 to 77. And he's going to take it over here to the fuel refinery. And then we'll start producing fuel. Right, he's off. What are you doing there anyway? Line 3. What's line 3? Oh, that's delivering. Okay. Right. We are going to need to put another platform in here straight away, actually. We haven't got the money. So we'll just have to let them juggle this. This will be interesting because I haven't got signals here either. So I've stuffed this up by not having signals here to at least help with that. Okay, let's hope we make some money. Let's see what we get from this. Coming with a load of refined oil into Tacoma South. Got paid a little bit. Waiting for free path. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow another million. 1.5 million, right. It's going to fix up a couple of little things that are just going to help this go a bit better. So, signals, again, we're going to put one way no. I'm going to hold them there. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. No. That'll be bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that signal. I'm going to put our second platform in here. Then both lines can have their own discrete place to stop. Now, there's only one train per line. So that's why having their own discrete station will be fine. Now, what I'm going to do is I think if I go from here to here, go up to there, I'm going to tie that into here like that. I will provide the capability to go from either or. But I think once we set that, and if I set now in here line 3 to utilize the other line, but Tacoma South, so I want that to use platform 1, they won't get caught up in this area here. So that negates any signals needed there. So that'll be fine. All right, so that's that going. That's good. I've got buses running there. I need to set up some buses here to promote some people to walk around or to get around the area here. So my bus station, I'm going to put it down this end because it's nowhere else I can put it really. 30,000, so that's okay. All right, let's put some bus stops in. So I'm going to put one through there, one there. There, go. I think up at this level here. One over here to promote growth this way. Don't need one down there. What have we got down here? No, it's close enough to the station. Put one up here. One over there. And that probably would suffice for now. Maybe one in here. All right, now we're going to set up a couple of different routes in here. So let's set them up quickly. New line from here. I'm going to go up to there, down to there, to there. So how's that going to go? It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back. If you can go there and then there, that's okay. Done. A new line. You're going to go out from there. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one empty for now. We'll just might delete those ones out altogether. All right. In fact, I will. So we're going to get that. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to delete that. Okay. Right. So what we need now is we need a depot. Hopefully I've got enough money left to get a depot, and then I can get a few carriages running. That. So buy vehicles, stagecoach. I get 10. Yep, that'll be fine. So I get 10. And what else we're going to do is we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put that onto line 9. And then 5 there onto line 8. Okay. Let's get that started. So here we've got the stagecoaches. They're going to come down. We're going to get some, hopefully, we should see some demand for the bus routes straight away. We should see people from the village or from the township will go to the bus stops, and they'll be keen as mustard to get to the train. If we have a look at the train, we've only got one person waiting at the moment. There we go. We've got some demand up here. Good. How many have you brought in? $9,000. So you're not making much money for me. Right. Anyway, new vehicle available. 442 Atlantic. Excellent. Now, what I want to do is I want to slow this down. I don't want us to go through the date change because there's a lot of technology change comes through very, very quickly this era. I don't want to have to be updating that really quick. So I'm going to slow that down a bit so we get to see some of the different vehicles and stuff that we've got. Now, in here, I just need to make sure that both of our routes are using different platforms, which it looks like they are, which is fantastic. Lessens the congestion. And as you can see here, look at this. So now we've got one person waiting there, we've got one there, we've got 6 waiting there, and we've got 2 waiting up there, and we've got 1 waiting here. So that's going to build up our demand for our passengers. Now let's have a look at our accounts and see what we're doing. So in 1901, we did make a profit off our rail, which is good. We made a slight loss with road. We should start hopefully seeing that turn around a little bit. And certainly in here, what we probably need to do, I want to have a look. I'm going to go to my layers and look at my, what's the name here. I'm thinking I'm going to put a truck route in, and I'm going to put a truck stop up in here. I don't think I should need to put them down here, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put that one in there. We'll set a route. So go new line from you to you. It's done. We'll find our depot. We got a depot here, yep. I'm going to buy vehicles. We're going to go to cargo this time. So what have we got available? We've got a horse-drawn carriage, American covered horse-drawn carriage, American horse-drawn carriage with side stakes, steam flatbed truck, and steam tarpaulin truck. I want to use the horse-drawn carriages initially. So this is an all cargo, and this one here is a specific cargo. Now we've got fuel coming in, so I think we might use this one just to make it a bit different. We're going to do 5. No, 5's probably a bit overkill. No, it won't. We're going to do 5. There we go. And you're going to go on to line 10. And then what that should cause now is definite demand. I don't think we've got enough. Don't think we're getting demand by just being here located next to the station. There we go. Straight away we've got demand being pulled in. So that may well actually help us. We'll see. Okay. All right. And again, we need signals here. Okay. So I'm going to set this up. So we've got signals one way, yes. So there like that. I'm not going to put you in there like that. I'll put the standard ones in here for the station like that. And then I think we'll put some more just in here just to give these guys a little bit more flexibility. Put one there. And then I'm going to put one there. That. And that should be okay. All right. We've got going up there. That's fine. We've got the one train there. Yep. Okay. Let's go. Let's see if we can start slowly pulling ourselves out of our debt barrel. All right. We should soon see, hopefully, a load will come in here and we'll get that distributed as well. Right. Where are we at? Line 3 is what we want. I want to see where that train is there. He's coming through the tunnel to the load. We'll see what we get out of him. Going out to Tacoma South. And that's going to be basically where we're going to end this episode. I know it's a long episode, especially the first one. It's 50 minutes thereabouts. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. So this is going to be, like I said, this is going to be a Make America Great Again, based purely on this American sort of setting with American town names and American locomotives, rolling stock, and vehicles. So if you've got any suggestions or anything else like that, leave them down in the comments down below. Look at that. We've got some money coming in there, $1 million. Excellent. Yeah. So leave a comment down below. Slow this down so we can actually, I'll put it here. We'll follow along. Zoom out so it's not as loud. Anyway, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed this series. Go check out our Transport Fever 2 series as well, which is just on a European basis with Australian names. That one comes out every Sunday as well. So go check that one out as well. And most importantly, yeah, again, if you like the episode, press the like button. If not, press the dislike button. Make sure if you're not already subscribed, subscribe. Please press that subscribe button. And then press the alarm notification icon as well to make yourself aware of when more videos available on the channel. I'm happy to say we've just today, as I'm recording this, reached our 3,500 subscriber count, or just over 3,501. So thank you for everyone that's supported us to date, past, present, and future. Don't forget to come and join us on Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details down below in the description. And of course, most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Back here at Duck Solar Gaming and Transport Fever 2. See you all later. Bye.